Thank you, MD Hasib, for this question. Discuss the theme of escapism in Birches. I'll also give you some suggestions from the Birches. Referring closely to Birches, bring out the theme of escapism in the poem with the help of a simple natural phenomenon. 10 marks. In this question, there are two subparts. Theme of escapism, and you will also have to explain the simple natural phenomenon discussed in the poem. Let's read the answer now. In Birches, Robert Frost describes the simple act of swinging the birch trees, a common sport among children in rural New England, where the poet spent his childhood. Birches are given a human treatment in this poem, and they are bent due to ice storms. This is the natural phenomenon. During an ice storm, the strong winds and sleet lie heavily on the branches and cause them to droop. You will have to explain this phenomenon. This poem is about birches, and this must be there in your answer. As the warmth of the sun increases, the ice thaws and falls on the frozen ground, and the trees touch ferns and shrubs on the ground. They only bend and do not break and stay like that for years. This is the introduction, and I have clearly mentioned the natural phenomenon, highlighting the theme of man and nature in the poem. Now, dear students, let me also give you a suggestion. Prepare this answer. How does Frost describe the birches on a sunny winter morning after rain? 5 marks. Prepare this. And also prepare another question, the theme of truth. The theme of truth and fancy in the poem Birches. 5 marks. The scientific truth and the world of imagination. You will get points for this answer from this particular answer that I am discussing. Hence, this once again is a multi-purpose answer. So I have given you 2 questions. You must prepare those questions. Imagination and the real world. Truth and fancy. Objective truth, scientific truth, and world of imagination. The subjective explanation. Next, let's continue. The nostalgia of childhood provides a brief escape to the speaker from the rigors of adult life, from the complexities, the hardships of adult life. There is nostalgia. Again, you may be asked to write about the element of nostalgia in the poem Birches. Speak about the nostalgia of childhood, the swinging of birches in detail in that answer. Climbing to the top branches symbolize escaping the harsh reality of life and entering a world of imagination and fancy. The theme of imagination and fancy. So he dreams of going back to be a swinger of birches when he is weary of considerations and life is too much like a pathless wood. Close the quotation. The speaker seems to want to escape to his childhood. Here, the theme of escapism. He seems to want to escape to his childhood, a carefree life, and childhood represents a carefree life. One is made to find one's way in the pathless wood, and in doing so becomes covered with cobwebs and twigs. Again, the simple explanation. Now, the critical comment, the critical analysis. But the speaker makes it clear that neither he is an escapist nor he is supporting escaping to get away from the complexities of life. Rather, he wants a momentary respite. Momentary is the most important word here. Momentary, temporary, short-lived. Momentary respite from the harsh realities of life. He wants to leave this world only for a short period. He hopes that no fate intentionally misunderstands his wish to leave Earth for a while by taking him away permanently. He does not want to die. He wants to return as he is sure that Earth is the right place for love and there is no better place for that. If you get a question, Earth is the right place for love, justify this from the standpoint of the speaker by closely referring to Birches. There also you will have to write about the theme of escapism. Now the conclusion. Thus, swinging down to the ground is accepting reality and one's responsibilities instead of shunning them. Robert Frost uses the theme of man and nature to deal with escapism in Birches. Another suggestion, the theme of man and nature. So, nostalgia, theme of truth and fancy, imagination and reality, and again escapism and man and nature. Focus on the description of the birches on sunny winter morning. And another thing, what are the rules of this game of swinging birches? How does the boy climb the birches and how does he come down? What are the rules that he learns? Why does Frost want to be a swinger of birches at this late stage in life? He is an adult and therefore he wants to be a swinger of birches. He wants to escape temporarily into a world of imagination. I hope you will find this answer really helpful.